Hey everybody, Leonard Kaufer for Uke Jams, and today we've got a great contemporary song. Well, it's probably getting a little long in the tooth, maybe 10, 15 years old by now, but it's Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. And it's a very simple three-chord song in G. So we have a G, we have a D, and we have a C. Well, that's pretty straightforward. But I like to do a little bit of an unusual picking to make it sound, or evoke anyway, the original recording. So what we're going to do to begin the song is when we play the G chord, I'm going to do a simple two-string pick of the bottom two strings. That's all we're going to do on the G chord. And then when we move to the D chord, we're going to shift to the middle two strings. And when we shift to the C chord, we're just going to stay on those middle two strings. Back to G, D, C. So once again, every time we do a G, we'll be on the bottom two strings. When we do a D and a C, we'll be on the middle two strings. And the whole chord progression is G, D, C, G. So it's, again, a very simple three-chord song. Now this song starts out very quietly and gradually builds, and then on the final verse gets back to being very quiet. And so what I'm going to do is at one point during the song, and this is based on your feel and my feel for me for the recording, I'm going to switch from doing to keeping those same eighth notes as down strums. D, C, G. Okay, that's how I'm going to switch from the plucking to the strumming. And then to build even further, notice when I'm strumming, I'm only strumming the bottom string, so I'm leaving out that top note, particularly if you have a low G. And so when I want to build to the next level, I'm going to go from strumming the bottom strings to strumming all the strings and adding a little volume. So it will change from low to medium. And then when I get to my final loudness, I will be adding the one beat emphasis. I guess that's a 1 and 3 emphasis. 1 and 3 and 4. Just to give me somewhere to go, something to make it seem more powerful more than just getting louder. And then at the very end, we'll go back to the picking. Now, for this song, because the chords, phrases are so long, when I was just picking, there's no emphasis on the first or third beat or the second or fourth beat. Everything's identical and equal. So I found it was easy to lose my way in this song. So I count this song very strongly with my foot, with my whole body. 1, 2. So that helps me. It might help you, whether you do it in 1, as I was doing it, or whether you do it 1, 2, 1, 2. However you want to count it, whether it's just with your toe or just in your head if you're able to follow along. But I found for myself, it makes it much easier when I was learning the song, and that's how I'll do it today, to really emphasize with my foot that one downbeat, so that I wouldn't lose track of where I was in these long phrases. You see, we have some fairly long phrases where we have no words, and I'm not emphasizing any of the beats, keeping everything nice and even. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and We'll do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those three words are said too much, they're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. Let's waste time chasing cars around our head. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? All that I am, all that I ever was, is here in your perfect eyes. They're all I can see. Don't know where, confused about how as well, and just know that these things will never change for us at all. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? All right, that was Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. Until we meet again, remember, play every day. It's good for your brain.